What's going on, everybody? This is Mizamir TV, and obviously right now this is a half time, so we're gonna do the full time right after this half. I don't know. Basically, second half of this video. But let's actually talk about this half. We're leading 1-0, which is very good, very good, very good. But I thought that we could have gotten more goals. I thought that, we were kind of playing a little bit. After the first goal, we played for like a good 10-15 minutes, like really pushing for the second goal. But then we kind of stopped. And for like these kind of moments, I really think we need someone like Robin. Because Robin, he is selfish, let's face it. Robin is selfish, but he wants the goal. So he would have been perfect in a situation like that. Costa, he hasn't really shined today. He's gotten a few good moments, but most of the time, it's just his pass has been overhit. His cross has been overhit. His shot has been going wide. So, all these little things that I thought really needs to be improved in the second half. Then I thought Vidal, he was probably a man of the match in that first half, not just because he scored the goal, but also because everything he did in that match. He was controlling midfield. He was, in the last second, he was actually putting his body on the line, literally. So the guy has literally been a most important player in this half, and I really like that. Bernard, he had a really good start, but he kind of faded off a little bit just in the end of the second half. I don't know. But overall, our team has been pretty okay. We've been trying to get the second goal, but we're not with that much urgency. A lot of times, our strikers, they're making their runs and whatnot, but then we're not getting the passes from the wings. We're not getting the passes from midfield. Benfica, they're doing really well. They're doing really well trying to get that goal, should I say. They're not really defending that well. They're trying to 4-4-2, really just trying to get the ball and just trying to go for the counter, which hasn't worked at all for them. Kimmich and Alaba, they basically had nothing to do in this half. Which just shows you how good we've been, defensively, controlling the game through the midfield through obviously Vidal. So I thought, if the second half continues like this and we get maybe 1 or 2 more goals, I'm happy. I'm happy. But first time, I think we need to go more for the goal, and that's really what will happen. And obviously the penalty shout that Benfica had, would I give it? No, but I've seen those kind of penalties given. For example, obviously Alaba versus Real Madrid comes to mind, 2012. That was basically the same situation. So I would have given it. I would not have given it, but I would have understood if the ref gave it. The ref didn't give it, so we were a little bit fortunate, but that's just the way it is. Let's see what the second half brings. I'll see you in the second half. Honestly, this feels like a loss. It's a bit strange saying that, obviously, because a 1-0 result is not a bad result in no man, because at least we didn't concede a goal, so they don't have an away goal. But this honestly feels like a loss because we had the chance to score. We literally had like 6, 7, 8 really good chances, like 100% chances that we just didn't take whatsoever, and that's why this to me feels like a loss, and that's why I'm a little bit disappointed here. I'm actually really disappointed, if I'm being honest here. Not just because we didn't score a second goal, we didn't score a third goal, because we had the chances to do so, but we didn't take it, and because our play in general was pretty poor. And the fact of the matter is that we actually had like I said, we had like 7, 8 good 100% chances that we didn't take. Like we were literally in front of a goal, 1-on-1, the keeper didn't take it. Lewandowski passed the ball to Lam at like the last minute or so, and I was like, why do that? Why are you doing that? Like, what's the point of doing that right now? But ultimately 1-0 is not a bad result in no stretch of the imagination, but it's not a great result. Let's face it. We could have with the chances we had, we could have easily won today, and yeah, it's just the way it is, I guess you could say. But let's actually talk about. I want to really talk about one player, and obviously you guys know who I'm going to talk about, and that is obviously Vidal. Vidal, oh my gosh, Vidal. Wow. Wow. I mean, like I said that in my halftime thing, but it's not just the fact that he keeps scoring, or that he scored today, but it's the fact that way he just totally destroyed this game. He won the game for us. Him and Javi were the 2 best players in my opinion. Especially in the first half, Vidal, every time he got the ball, he crossed it over to Ribery, who's always open for a pass. I don't think I actually mentioned that, but that was a key feature of our first half. Every time we got the ball, Ribery was free. We tried to cross it to Ribery, who then tried to give a ball into the box. I try to wait for Bernard to come and support him. But in general, you know, we looked pretty good. We looked pretty good overall in this game. And Vidal, he looked pretty. That was probably that. If you want to talk about a 10 out of 10 performance, that was it. You know, that was a 10 out of 10 performance. There is no complaint with this, with his performance. And I was one of the people that said that in 2015 when we said that, you know, he hasn't really reached his potential. There's so much more to go for him, and that he's not been that great yet. 2016 has been undoubtedly our best player of 2016. And it wasn't just him that obviously performed good, but he was really he was the true standout player, and that's why I think he needs to get the praise. But there were a lot of players that didn't perform to the level. Thiago, who I keep mentioning Thiago because I really have high hopes for him. I really have a high standard for him because I like him so much. But his touch really let him down today. He had like 7 or 8 bad touches, really bad touches that led to an attack. That led to an attack by Benfica. You had Ribery, who when he got the ball did pretty well, but he didn't really do much in the second half. Then you have the likes of Costa, who when he got the ball, he tried to dribble, but that was really it. He just tried to dribble. He didn't really try and give a pass. He didn't really try and give a shot like he normally does. He literally just tried to dribble. You had Muller and Lewandowski, who were basically invisible. Lewandowski grew more into the game in the second half. Like at the last 10 minutes or so, he was much more visible. But obviously he made a really bad mistake by trying to pass it to Lam and, you know, overhitting his pass. The same thing actually happened against the Juventus match, where he tried to pass it to Muller in the first leg, and he just passed it behind Muller. So yeah, that really needs to that was a mistake in the first place. 1-on-1 with the keeper, you take your chance as a striker. You know, that's what you get paid to do. But you know that chance came from Vidal. That chance came from a Vidal pass. So you're seeing it, and you're like thinking, okay, you know what, Vidal, he's been great, but I just wish we, as the striking department, he did more. And I thought like Götze, when he came on, he actually did really well. For a limited time that he was on, and I actually wouldn't be against the idea of playing Götze on Saturday or Sunday whenever we play our next match, simply just for the fact that it seems like all our players are a little bit tired, so I'd give everyone a good rest and play players on Saturday or Sunday. Like I said, whenever our next match is, and I try and rest as many players as possible to try and play against Benfica, because some of our strikes have not looked that good in the last 4 or 5 weeks or so. And the fact that we only scored 1 goal at home, that's a little bit weird, but it is still a positive result, and that's all that matters at this point in the game. Yeah, so 1-0 is much better result than a 1-1 result, or even a 2-1 result, or 1-2 result, should I say. But overall, you know, not a great game, not really a great game. But we had some really standout performances, and if we play like this at Benfica, if we're just a little bit more clinical, we'll go through, and that's all that matters really. But share what you guys think in the comment section down below. As always, people, you can rate, comment, favorite, subscribe. You can peace out, and you can have a nice day. Thanks for watching. Bye.